Hey YouTube, it's been a while since I made a video. It's well, haven't had a whole lot to say really lately. It's just a real depressing time to be alive in this country and probably in the world. Um, I don't know what to say about all the events that have been going on in the last month. Um, I actually watched a video of Mad Bad Voodoo, and he actually got me off my behind to make a video because he was uh, really happy that Sarah Palin, in his opinion, won the debate last night. I did watch most of the debate. It was pretty boring. Uh, the thing about Palin, it's not that she can't be prepared for a debate. Um, we all know she was spending time in Sedona, Arizona, at John McCain's one of his 12 houses, um, preparing for this debate. But okay, that's if you're a politician, you should know how to debate. That's not what people are scared about. People are scared, at least in my case, the fact that you have a 76-year old, I think he is 74, 76-year old man running for president, and behind him is Sarah Palin. And it's not the fact that, hey, I'm scared she can't make a speech. It's the fact that when she gets asked questions, she doesn't understand the question she's being asked. It even was evident in last night's debate on nuclear weapons. She went on rambling. It was almost like she didn't understand what was asked, and she didn't do that in several questions. She skirted around the questions and sort of just threw out rhetoric. But you know, that's what I'm scared about if Sarah Palin ever becomes president, or if she's ever in a position to become president, is the fact that it's not how she answers the questions, it's that she doesn't understand the questions. And that's scary. She doesn't understand. And I know what Mad Bad Voodoo was saying. Yeah, she'll be surrounded by um, advisors and what have you, but that's not the point. The point is, you should have an understanding, a general understanding on world politics, world affairs, and um, yeah, I mean, you know, I'd almost be willing to say that I have more general knowledge on world. I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for now, but you know what I'm saying. World politics. Um, and then he made a comment about, she has more, or I saw a comment written down that she has more executive experience, which is the sort of the right wing Republican line that's been taken. Um, just because she was voted a governor of a state that uh, main budget is oil, which has been doing really well. It's not that hard to balance a budget when you have all that income coming in, but um, doesn't mean that you're more qualified than someone who is a senator. There, in my opinion, uh, there, there are people, I am sure there are people out there that are mayors of cities right now that could do a pretty good job as the president of the United States, because I mean everybody's different. And just because uh, just because you have a position, I mean, I know what people say. They say, well, it's experience, and it's experience as the head of something. But Bill Gates, for instance, didn't graduate college. Doesn't mean he was stupid. He was actually, I believe he went to Harvard for a semester. Uh, it doesn't make him unqualified, obviously, to do what he did. And then he ended up becoming, at one time, the world's richest man. Um, so, okay, he doesn't have a college degree, so is he not qualified to be CEO of Microsoft? Or You know, you know what I mean? I mean, so I don't know, but that's just I'm rambling. The other thing, the reason I said it's so just depressing is, you know, it's almost like the United States' main export is jobs. We export our jobs out. Um, the fact that this $700 billion or now 800 and something $billion giveaway that just happened, I was torn. I mean, you know, you want to believe the politicians are doing the right thing, but the more investigating I've been doing, this country has put itself in a place that really outside forces dictate what we do, or what politicians do, or what the powers that be do. And what I mean is the fact that we're so badly in debt, and spent ourselves we have spent we have spent ourselves out of control of our own country. We owe so much. People hold so many of our treasuries that they're able to actually phone in and say, hey, you know, you don't do this, and we'll stop buying your treasuries, and actually we'll cash in, and you think your economy's bad now. Um, and that's just depressing to me. It's depressing because I don't think the people in this country, as they say, the people on Main Street, deserve to be sold down the river like we have been. Um, and this isn't something that happened overnight, and it's not something just by one administration. This is something that's been happening a long time, so I'm not going to blame Republicans. I'm not going to blame Democrats. This is a combined effort of special interest and people lining their own pockets and selling the majority of people in this country down a river. Um, this whole 700, $800 billion package, um, you know, it's just really depressing. Um, and so right now we're just sort of watching our prosperity flush down the toilet. Um, and before you know it, we'll be importing poverty, and we'll be importing, um, you know, you won't be able to. I probably will not, if I live long enough. I mean, which means if I live another 30 years, maybe another 10 years, I probably won't recognize the country that I grew up in. It'll be that bad. Shanty towns, um, horrible pollution, super high unemployment. The dollar is going to be worth almost nothing, and it's just sad. Sad time to. It's almost like I wish I wasn't born in between. You know, either before this was going to happen or after this has already happened. But you know, that's just sort of singing poor me, which that's sort of greedy, I guess. But I'm actually thinking about the future generations too, and it's just sad. It's just a sad time. I mean, I would like to say and hope that I'm wrong, but uh, the videos I've been watching, the things I've been reading, uh, you know, I have to agree that, you know, so what? You put $700 billion into the banking system, and that's just a band-aid to the problems that this country faces economically. And the sad thing about it is the politicians aren't telling us the truth. They're not telling us what we need to do. They're telling us they're going to fix this. They're not saying, hey, it's going to be hard times coming up. This is what we need to do as a country. No, they're just basically saying we need to, you know, uh, bail out the banks, and you know, it's going to fix. I mean, they're not saying it's going to fix everything, but they're basically saying that we had to do this so we could get back going and get everything to normal. But the truth is that this isn't going to help anything. This is going to just make it seem a little better for a little while, and it's unsustainable. And that's what people have to realize. We have to realize as a country, when you talk about, oh, I'm going to elect this guy or that guy because he's not going to raise taxes, people have to realize that uh, the bill has to be paid. And the sooner we do it, the sooner we get out of this mess. But the politicians aren't going to let us do that, and they're just going to let us completely collapse, I guess, and into poverty. So, okay, well, I guess I depressed everybody enough for today.